Yeah, I know you're going to try to watch me, but guess what? You stuck with me. So here we go. Chapter 10 is all about motivating employees. Here's the key. When you think about motivation, think about one word, engagement. Engagement is used to describe an employee's level of motivation, passion, and commitment. Here's what we know. Only 29%, think about this, only 29% of U.S. employees feel that they're engaged in their job. Only 3 in 10 say they're happy about their jobs. What does that mean? That means that what we end up in the workplace is with two types of workers. And if you read McGregor's theories, it's theory X and theory Y workers. Theory X are people who dislike work. They don't volunteer for anything at work. They have very little ambition. You have to scare them to do a good job. You have to talk to them like, I'm going to take your job away. If you don't do what you're supposed to do, I'm going to do this. That's what theory X. Theory Y, people who love work. These people come to work, they ready, they smiling, they're cheerful, they're so glad to be there. Think about back to your high school days, right? Could you tell the teachers who were theory X and theory Y, teachers who wanted to teach and teachers who just taught to get paid? Theory X, you just do it for the money. Theory Y, you do it because you love it. What do you want to hire? Theory Y workers. What do we usually end up with? Theory X workers. How do you tell the difference? In an interview, you really can't tell because everybody acts like a Y in an interview. But you have to be able to decipher which one is which. How? Going back to chapter 7, using the art there. So make sure you're mindful because you want people to be engaged in your work. Remember what we remember at the beginning. Happy employees mean happy customers, which means happy owners. Happy customers spend more money, but happy customers are a result of happy employees. What kind of happy employees? Theory Y. Why? Happy. Why ends with a Y. See? So that's how I remember it. I hope that helps you. Now, what happens when people are not a part of your organization? This is what happened. Number one, we lose what we call intellectual capital. That is a term that says not that you lose brain power, but you no longer contribute your brain power to the organization. That when we ask for ideas, you never have anything to say. When we ask you for input, you just are quiet. And what happened, that leads to decreased morale among remaining workers because then nobody wants to take a part because you're not playing a part. Then employee stress keeps up because the people who are still working, now they have more work to do. And then it leads to more customer service because now we have employees who are bumping heads. And then what happens to the business reputation? Because you're offering poor customer service, the reputation goes bad. Do you see how it all goes back to hiring the right people? If you hire the right people, you have a better chance of being successful in business. Now, so how do you motivate people to do a good job? How do you motivate people to do a good job? Easy. Most of them are free. Tell people thank you. Listen to them when they give you ideas. Give feedback. Does that make sense? Give rewards. When we say give rewards, that's like remembering their birthday and all that kind of stuff. You know, just give them when they do a good job, they stay late. Order some pizza for them. Make sure they have something to eat to make sure they're good in that regard. Keep them informed when things are changing in the workplace. Those things are very important. Those things are very important. Remember their work anniversaries. Allow them to have input in decisions. Give them training so they can be the best they can be. Celebrate any goal accomplishment you have. Everybody likes a good party. Everybody likes a good party. Everybody likes a good party. So make sure you have the ability to celebrate things that happen when they happen. Lastly, be mindful of different generations. Old people, young people, sometimes they're motivated by different things. So when you want people to be engaged, don't assume that what worked for one person is going to work for everybody. You want people to work hard at work, but you also want people to be happy. Here's the thing. 42% of Americans right now admit to slacking on their jobs. Can we fix that? And that is something we have to consider. The average worker only works 3 hours a day, even though we pay him for 8. All of this is a matter of motivation. We have to figure out how to motivate people. And the best way to do it is based on what we call Maslow's hierarchy of needs. There are psychological needs, safety needs, social needs, esteem needs, self-actualization needs. What does that mean? That means that if the psychological needs aren't met, like you're not happy with your money, you're not happy with where you live, whatever the case may be, if your money ain't right, your work ain't right. So that means if I satisfy you in that regard, if I pay you well, usually you'll work harder. You'll try to build a relationship with your coworkers because you'll want to be there. So remember, motivation goes back to engagement. Engagement starts with paying people right. Engagement starts with paying people right. So chapter 10 is kind of brief, but the main things you want to take away, theory X versus theory Y. Theory Z workers, you have to read that one in the book. And then hierarchy, make sure you're familiar with Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Make sure it starts with psychological needs. That means compliments don't mean anything until my pocket is paid. So make sure you're mindful of these things in chapter 10. Remember, motivation, 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 engagement. Happy employees make happy customers, which make happy bank accounts. So you want to make sure you pay people right, they'll act right at work, the customers will be more satisfied, and it won't hurt your business reputation. All right, that's chapter 10. Kind of brief. Sorry I can't be with you long today, but we're going to make it happen. All right, bye.